Colleges and universities were established to be, among other things, an open zone, a safe zone, if you will, for people to consider the dangerous ideas that were forbidden elsewhere in society. And they were set up so that people could handle the radioactive material safely, the radioactive material of new, dangerous, or destabilizing ideas. That, at its best, is what university culture is. A place sealed off from the rest of society, many times walled off, literally like a ghetto, wherein the scary stuff, the dangerous stuff, the ideas could be handled and dealt with and considered, and their implications explored. Oh, how far we've come. Today, since the 1960s, radicals have become the college administrators of modern times. Since those same radicals have also become college professors and have literally ostracized everyone with variant ideas from the profession of university professor. Since universities have literally and systematically been taken over by leftists, socialists, communists, feminists, and worse. What has happened on college campuses is an Orwellian groupthink that really mirrors George Orwell's novel 1984. In the name of tolerance, there has to be at a university in Washington a day without white people. No white professors, no white students allowed on campus. In the name of tolerance, we have to establish safe zones, safe spaces, where no ideas can disturb our prejudices, where nobody can express a point of view at variance with the groupthink within the safe space. In the name of free inquiry, there are speech codes that can only be violated on certain spots of ground called free speech zones. Any place that requires a free speech zone doesn't have free speech. And without free speech, Orwell wrote, rightly, there is no free thought. We need universities. Healthy places where young people can be inspired and fired with the curiosity of discovery, figuring out the mysteries of the past and learning ways of exploring the mysteries of the present to unlock a brighter future. We need places of open inquiry. I'm a teacher because I believe in this. My vocation is to awaken young minds to the possibilities of humanity, and I do that by studying the history of humanity. Unlike a theoretician, a historian studies what people actually do. But my purpose is to excite students with the possibilities that are inherent in human culture and human civilization. The ideas that people will live for or die for or kill for. And getting each student, regardless of their philosophy, to consider what they might be willing to live for or die for or even possibly kill for. What is required of every teacher is what universities were originally established to be. A willingness to engage with curiosity in intellectual pursuits, a willingness to explore dangerous implications of ideas, a willingness to consider the possibilities and to put on and take off ideas and philosophies and ideologies like a person would put on or take off a Hollywood mask, or like a woman would put on or take off different types of makeup. In order for young people to become excited, they need to appreciate how it is a vivid part of their future, it being the world of ideas, how they can then be creative and do something unique. Without the possibilities of creative thought, all intellectual pursuits become stultified and dead, which is what has happened on college campuses. the notion that the university or college administration is responsible for the moral development of their students is the first mistake. These institutions are not parents. They are not preachers or ministers. They have no business trying to teach students to be tolerant or eco-friendly or feminist-friendly or LGBTQ-friendly or friendly towards any particular group of people protected by identity politics. The university administration should be neutral, not an advocacy group for the left. Because only by being neutral can the university administration foster genuine controversy, genuine debate, genuine consideration of many dangerous ideas. Universities, since the 1960s, in the West, especially in the United States, have become propaganda centers where children, young adults, are taught what to think, not how to think. Where young people who have passion are pigeonholed into a leftist mold or punished for not fitting. Students are allowed to act like Sturmabteilung brown shirts, savaging one another if a student happens to be a libertarian or a conservative. If a woman happens not to be a feminist, she's a traitor to her sex. If someone like me is Hispanic but doesn't believe in affirmative action, I'm a traitor to my race. But it's gotten worse since the 1980s because school policies enforce rigid ideological conformity. We can and we must, we the people, take our universities back from these ideological commissars, these nomenclatura hacks that have harmed more than a generation of college students by teaching them that the way to get through life is to agree with whatever bizarre notions the professor has, to parrot back the catchphrase of the moment, and to double plus good duck speak whatever they are fed, as if it's their belief, to be really enthusiastic about nothing that they understand. We must and can take our colleges and universities back. The next video will illustrate how. Be well.